You gotta love good old Tyrone. It is what it is, right? This story that I'm about to present to you is sad, but expected in many different areas. We'll talk about that here today because what we have right here, this gentleman above my shoulder, is 56-year-old Vincent Jean. What did Vincent Jean do? Well, he got in a road rage incident with a woman, young woman, and mowed her down, ran her over in Elizabeth, New Jersey, ran her over not once, not twice, but 3 times. Now, when you look at this story, and I'll present it to you, there's 2 things that come to mind. Number 1, I want to start off by saying I know all the Tyrones and Sharkeishas are going to flood my inbox and all tell me how many times they're going to kill me because my analysis of this is going to be not necessarily the most popular one. First, I want to say I hope that the woman recovers. I do. But I also understand what occurred here. And I also understand that the media is portraying it to be something that it's not. What we have here is another example of a situation in which a woman puts herself in a man's position. That loudmouth Sharkeisha shit, right? Because I want you to visualize it. There's a road rage incident. They lock eyes. Maybe she flips him off, and this dude says, "Oh, hell no." Now, it doesn't necessarily at all make it right. But if you know Sharkeishas, like I know Sharkeishas, then you know they got the head snapping, weave flying all over the place, snapping their fingers, yelling, fuck you, and that kind of shit to get you beat up or hurt. Let's just call it what it is, or ran over 3 times. Now, it does not mean when I say that I want to minimize the criminal actions of this scumbag, okay? But I also want to say, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Road rage driver 56 is charged with attempted murder after mowing down and repeatedly driving over a woman, age 23, with his SUV in New Jersey. Vincent Jean, age 56. And before any of you guys get angry at me, I want to say this. Am I wrong? I'm not saying that it's right for people to assault or run over people. But what I am saying is that in today's internet world and today, everybody's real flippity with the mouth, right? Everybody, especially in public, they don't have respect for each other anymore. And in road rage incidents, you see that a lot. But particularly in this one community, you see a lot of jive talk, a lot of jive turkey talk. Do you see what I'm saying? A lot of snapping of the fingers and let me tell you what you gonna do. Right. You see my point? They're not very meek people. I think we all understand that. Vincent Jean, age 56, viciously rammed a 23-year-old victim with his Mitsubishi SUV. He attacked several times during his rampage in Elizabeth, New Jersey on Tuesday. Witnesses shouted as they watched on in dread as he backed up and drove again. The woman, who has not been named, somehow survived and is being treated. Now, they didn't know the victim at this time. We'll get to that here in just a second. This woman that we're talking about has actually been named. Let me go ahead and take you over to her. Her name is Morgan Scott, age 23. We'll get to her injuries and all this after we continue on here. Vincent Jean, age 56, rammed the 23-year-old victim with his Mitsubishi several times during the rampage. The woman, who has not been named, miraculously survived and is being treated in the hospital. Let's go ahead and go to the news story itself, and when I come back, I'll tell you a little bit more on the situation, because the woman has survived, and the media, let me just say this, the media, for some reason, believes that it's Grand Theft Auto's fault, because the dude was a gamer and played Grand Theft Auto. Now, I want to make this clear to all you dummies that's never played the game. That's not the purpose of Grand Theft Auto, is running over people. Grand Theft Auto has nothing to do with anything like that. So just because the dude played Grand Theft Auto and was a fan of the game, that does not mean that's the reason that he did it. But you see, you ignorant motherfuckers, because you've never played the game, you think that Grand Theft Auto was all about stealing cars and running over people. That's not the way Grand Theft Auto is. It's just simply not what it's about. That's the truth. Let's get to the story.
Horrific road rage attack that was caught on camera. Police say a driver ran over a woman at least.
New York is
3
always
times
doing some shit. Look at her. Look at her.
We froze the video here just before the driver hit her, and all of this police say
watch this
was over
shit.
a fender bender.
Look, she's running from
Chris Jose joins.
No, I want you to see. Hold on. I want you to see something. Hold on. God damn it. I want you to see something. God damn it. Let me pull this back. I want you to see something because I guarantee you, I just caught something you didn't catch.
Chris Jose, police say,
look at her. Look at her. She's turning and facing him. I guarantee you, she's snapping the fingers and talking shit. Now, once again, I'm not saying that makes what he did right, but what I am saying is there's consequences to everything we do. All that snappity snap and loud talking and fuck you and blah, 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 that can lead to shit like this occurring. Once again, I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Was over a fender bender.
Now she's running.
Reporter Chris Jose joins the News 4 team today. He is live in Elizabeth with new reaction from a witness. Chris?
And Dave, this all happened here on Salem Avenue. Important to note that this is a one-way street. Neighbors tell us the man was backing up to avoid a traffic jam at the light during the Tuesday morning rush hour. From there, neighbors say he was backing up and crashed into a woman's car right here in the intersection.
So, intersection, traffic jam. Many of us have been in that situation. He's in the car. Maybe he needs to back up. And many of us has been in this. And you got that motherfucker behind you that's too close. And you're like, hey, I need to back the fuck up. And once again, I got to keep saying it because they have IQs on average of 78. They're very slow people. I'm not saying she deserved it at all. I'm saying that when you look at the story and you look at this situation, you kind of see how it happened. Dude needs to back up. She's behind him. He's probably waving for her to back the fuck up or whatever. She decides not to. He hits the car, accident, whatever. Did you hit my car, motherfucker? Throwing up gang signs and shit. You know how they do. You know how they do. Weed flying all over the place.
Certainly, this upset the man so much that he followed her this way, and she was running away. She took pictures just moments before, and then when she got plowed over, she landed right here in the yard. You can still see tire marks on the ground. Home surveillance video shows the moment a driver chased after a woman following a fender bender on Salem Avenue in Elizabeth. We're freezing the video before the car hit the victim.
Now, I do want to say this. That's sad. Number one, I told you them dudes are animals. Lock them the fuck up. This is an animalistic killing. Or not killing, but attack. No matter, look, let me make this clear. No matter how much I think that maybe, she may have got lippy or whatever. No matter how much that may be the case, right? She did not deserve for this animal, this fucking chimp, to mow her down that viciously, that inhumanely. She did not deserve that at all.
Ran over her again 3 times.
Isaac asked us not to use his last name. His
phone
camera captured the road rage attack around 8:30 Tuesday morning.
How can you do a thing like this? It was a fender bender, that's all.
This is Vincent Jean's mugshot from the Union County Jail. He's charged with several crimes, including first-degree attempted murder.
Good.
Most of the video is too graphic to show. Seconds after the first hit, a school bus showed up.
Look at her. Yeah.
Maybe 30, 40 feet.
He's over there, and then he goes and runs over again.
As he runs over her, the school bus came
again. And then, of course, you see the Tyrone running with this damn phone, probably yelling World Star. So instead of these people helping this woman, they're running with their cameras and shit, World Star! You know how they do. You know exactly how they do. Let's be honest.
He turned around and went right over her.
Instead of helping the woman.
Prosecutors say Jean sped away and critically injured the woman.
Look at her.
Neighbors called 911. Isaac and his wife ran outside to help.
As my wife put the blanket on her to keep her warm, it was rainy and the grass was wet. She told my wife, thank you.
A few hours later, police say they found Gene sitting in his
Horrible.
damaged SUV a few miles from the
Fucking
scene.
horrible.
Today, tire marks are still in the yard.
He was deranged. I think he lost it. I think he went crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And prosecutors say Gene is due back in court next Tuesday. The victim, by the way, is now in fair condition.
That's awesome to hear. I'm seriously, that's awesome to hear. The shocking footage showed the SUV turn off a road before accelerating onto the sidewalk as the victim runs away in terror. Do we have the actual event? Let's check it out. Yeah, be careful. It is a little graphic. Remember the dude that was recording that wouldn't go help her? Why is he not going to help her? Yep. You see it? And then comes back again. And all the dude's yelling is, no, motherfucker, what the fuck? Instead of going and saving and helping that lady. Now, I want you to understand, these Tyrones will kill each other over some motherfucking shoes. They will do the craziest shit. You know how many threats I get in my mailbox every day from these clowns? But in that situation, they wouldn't go help one of their queens. They just let her sit there and be savagely run over. The woman who has not been named miraculously survived. She's going to be all right, which is awesome. The car mowed her down and continued to drive with her underneath on a stranger's front garden. The man then reversed, and the woman briefly reappeared on the grass and was barely moving. But Gene then revved his engine and launched another attack despite her remaining still. Onlookers, including the cameraman, of course, said, stop, what the fuck, world star. Exactly, you get my point. Gene fled the scene but was later arrested and charged with first-degree attempted murder. The attack reportedly started when the pair locked horns over a minor traffic incident further up the road. The driver was said to have tried to flee, but the woman pulled out a camera, started taking pictures of his vehicle, and following him up the street. Let that sink in, following him up the street. The suspect drove onto a lawn and struck the victim, then drove over. And all I'm saying is that you got to understand, people are fucking clowns today. You cannot put yourself in this position of yelling and talking shit and following people. Now, here's where things get interesting. They say that her insurance company, right, refused to cover it because she said it was intentionally inflicted. Am I right or am I wrong? Ain't that what I just said? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes? Because it is intentionally inflicted. She chased him up the road. It doesn't make it right, but if I was an insurance company, I'd say the exact same thing. Now, of course, you look here, they say he was obsessed with Grand Theft Auto and posted numerous clips of the video game on his social media. Now, they do have a GoFundMe, which I will show you. Her name is Morgan Scott. I personally will not be donating, and I'm not going to put the link, but you can Google it if you choose to. She's okay. She's raised $52,000 of the $100,000. And so I'm going to take the same exact position that her insurance company took. That's why I'm personally not going to donate, and I'm not personally going to ask you guys to donate. But I will mention the GoFundMe just in case you choose to. He also warned that several scammers had set up fake GoFundMes in the meantime. There's the father there, I would assume. I want to say it's a shame. I feel bad for both of them people. It comes after the Daily Mail revealed Gene, 56, was obsessed with Grand Theft Auto and posted numerous clips of the game. This is not relevant, right? Morgan is lying incapacitated in a trauma center where she will require additional surgery, and her recovery rehabilitation will be long and arduous. a campaign of $100,000. Isaac, a witness, didn't want to give a second name. As you guys know, we saw what he said. As you can see, there's the woman there. But here's the thing. They're like, this guy loves car chases and Grand Theft Auto. These are their fucking examples. Because he posted a couple of memes of Grand Theft Auto. None of these things are a big deal. A video. Here's the Grand Theft Auto main characters. Did you ever consider the fact that he was just a gamer? And then the evolution of that's not like that's only people that are ignorant about Grand Theft Auto would take that position, right? You're only saying that because you're a gamer, JB. That's right. I'm not ignorant of the game. Only people ignorant of the game would say Grand Theft Auto has anything to do with what we just saw. Only ignorant people. People that's never played the game don't know shit about the game. Right? It's just another example of them trying to blame entertainment or something of that nature for animals being animals. Okay? To this woman, I hope you heal. You definitely did not deserve the savage attack by this fucking chimp at all. But I agree with the insurance company. It was self-inflicted. That's what happens when you yell in the street and you record people's plates and you yell at them or whatever. That's what happens, unfortunately, when you're dealing with that community. You should have known that. You should have known that. May God be with you. Hope everything works out. Hope you heal. I hope they give this sack of shit 30 to 40 years in prison. That's what he deserves. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. It's just a savage little monkey. It's horrible, horrible shit.